One, I think I said earlier, its inability to move beyond its own culture. Secondly, a sense of cynicism and apathy that's prevalent in a lot of countries about the possibility of change. They're like that anyway. You know, that's who they are. Thirdly, the realization that although it's really important to take individual affirming action, and it's great to go onto the barricades, and it's great and necessary to fight government corruption, government attempts to brutalise individuals, shoot them down, kill them, to try and take away, you know, the right to a free education, to take away the right to free healthcare, to take away the right to live a life. We should fight that. But also the realisation in us as anarchists that anarchy is going to be more than that. We've got to actually say, okay, that's critical that we do that. Now what? Because we can't just be a movement that's of high energy and then gone, then high energy and gone. We need to be slightly more than that. So I think they're the three challenges I see anarchism having to come to terms with. There is another one, but I'm not sure it's totally suitable for the documentary, this program that you're watching, which is that anarchism at the same time is always constantly trying to work itself out, trying to work out what it is. It's something that it isn't easy to pin down. If you say you're an anarchist, people believe you. You don't have to, there isn't a critical body of work that you've had to interrogate and learn and work with to actually say, I've made that journey, now I'm an anarchist. There isn't that. So consequently, anarchism becomes an amorphous strangeness. It becomes slightly unreal. You know, there are people who will talk about, say, you know, the influence and the importance of Tony Negri. Well, fuck me, Tony Negri never was an anarchist. So why are you reading him? But the point is that if you're an anarchist and you think Tony Negri is important, and Tony Negri, for those of you who don't know, was a autonomous, you know, Italian professor. If you read him and you think it's important, and you're an anarchist, then he's important, right? If you think Derrida is important, he's important. The problem is, of course, then all of a sudden, for those of us who aren't in that world, what's anarchism then? Bit of Negri, bit of Derrida, a little bit of David Harvey, whoever else is, you know, the philosopher of the day. And if you look at, you know, Facebook and other places, all that anarchists are doing are giving sort of four-line quotes from usually male intellectual theorists to justify their beliefs. Many of whom are not anarchists in any way, but they just like the sound of that paragraph. How close should we be to the left socialists? Should we work with council communist Marxists? People who don't believe in the party directing everyday activity. Who do we work with? Who don't we work with? And sometimes it's a bit of a mishmash. And sometimes it's not clear. Sometimes it's not clear to us. And if it's not clear to us, bugger me, it's not going to be clear to people who don't know an anarchist from a footballer.